There are a few things that are very important in a business to be successful. First of all, stick to one business at a time. If there are 509 industries, pick one. If you can't make a success of that, what on earth makes you think you're going to be successful the next one? It just doesn't work that way. You've got to make a success out of it one at a time. Unless the industry is about to totally go into a black hole, like video stores, well, you've got to get out. 1/3 of the risk in running a business is the very industry in which you are involved. In other words, some industries are more risky than others, and so you should take at least 1/3 of the risk into account based on the industry you're in. But we found that 2/3 of the risk really is with the company itself. How well it's run, how its books are done, how its strategy is developed, how good its culture is.
Poor management over a long period of time is certainly something that I see as a major reason as to why businesses end up in insolvency. The good management teams will work out how they mitigate that industry risk, and we've seen through a litany of examples where poor management and poor management direction ultimately lead to the business not surviving. And a very good example there is the recent retailer of Darrell-Lea. Darrell-Lea was one where it got caught in somewhat no man's land. It wasn't ultimately seen to be at the premium end of the product and confectionery range, nor was it at the entry or low level end. It got caught because the management didn't recognise where that industry was trending, and it didn't change its direction accordingly.
Management is a word that's thrown around very loosely and not very well defined. So we internally here have actually broken it down to some fundamental personality drivers that are required for good management. You know, we talk about time management. Every single person on the planet has the same amount of time in any 24 hours a day. Some people just use it better than others. You see, business owners who are running a business by crisis management are in a lot of trouble. They're lurching, everything's important because it's a crisis, rather than everything being important because it's important. And that's just one single example of what I mean by the underlying personality drivers of good management. If it's about management, then individual business owners can do something about that. If they recognise what the personality drivers are that amount to good management, or alternatively, if they recognise the personality drivers that are fatal to their business, then the good news is you can do something about it.
I want to say that there is a lot of truth in the old adage that there is no such thing as a bad industry, only bad management. Because every couple of years my company looks at the 100 most sinfully profitable businesses in the whole of Australia. And look at those levels. There's not one industry that can't make a sinful profit. That's why 2/3 of the risk of going bust or being successful is inside the company, not outside.